Did you know Mac DeMarco once put his real home address at the end of an album and fans actually showed up? This is the story of another one which turns 10 this year and might just be Mac's most underrated project. Another one isn't quite a full album and it's not quite an EP either. At the time of its release, it was considered something else entirely, a mini LP. At the time, Mac had just finished touring Salad Days. He was 24, living in a sleepy beachfront neighborhood in New York, and for once, not on the road. So he did what Mac does best. He holed up in Jazz Studios, also known as his spare room, where he wrote and recorded another one in just a few weeks. He played every instrument and produced it himself, keeping it all as DIY as possible. Around the same time, he threw a barbecue and listening party in Brooklyn, grilling hot dogs for fans in exchange for food bake donations, and playing an instrumental album he made just for the occasion called Some Other Ones. Over 700 people showed up, resulting in an entire car full of non-perishable donations for the food bank. But what really set this release apart was the tone of the album. From the very first track, The Way You Love Her, you get the sense that this isn't the same carefree goofball from 2 or Salad Days. These songs are all about love, unrequited, uncertain, sometimes self-pitying, but delivered with the sincerity that only Mac could pull off. And then there's the ending. The final track, My House by the Water, is an instrumental with recordings of waves lapping the shore behind his house and a message.
Bayfield Ave, Arverne, New York. Stop on by. I'll make you a cup of coffee. See you later.
Yes, people actually showed up to his house. About the invitation, Mac said, "The only way I rationalize it, to have the address, you'll have to listen to the album to the very end. Second, to even consider coming to my house, you have to be some kind of a super fan. And thirdly, it is in such a weird part of New York that if they actually get there, they deserve a cup of coffee." Only Mac DeMarco could end a record like that. It turned another one into a tender, sincere gesture of connection between artist and listener. Looking back 10 years later, another one might be the most emotionally direct project Mac's ever made. And in a way, it marked a turning point. The first hints of the introspective, slower Mac sound that would show up on This Old Dog a couple years later. So yeah, another one might be a mini LP, but 10 years later, it holds up like a full-on classic album.